There we go. I was gonna say I'm black. Hey y'all, I'm black, y'all. What's up? Great continuation. Yeah, I started it. I was just talking. I had the screen off. Uh, but they got all my y'all. Have y'all seen my videos? All my videos that they played with last week, or was it this week? They got black screens on just about all my videos. Have y'all been over there to check the page out? Check the page out and check out all my videos that they messed up on me. Yeah. Shout out to the Forters in the chat, in the bushes. I mean, shout out to y'all. I hope y'all had a great week. Well, they say weak make you weak, huh? But I hope y'all had a great continuation, because that's why I said continuation. That's why I don't say good morning. That's why I don't say weak. That's why I don't say all that stuff they say. I just say great continuation. Great continuation. We right still here. We still right here, huh? So, anybody got anything on their mind? Anybody got any questions they want to ask? Not ask me, but ask that we can find out the answer to. Because I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know anything. But what I find out and I research heavily and deeply with, I share it. Yeah, I share it. Because I'm a researcher. I'm not professing to be nobody leader, nobody teacher. I just research shit. Because I'm breaking narratives over here. I'm about breaking down the narrative. I'm still listening to folks think they from Africa. I mean, it's unbelievable to me. It's really unbelievable because of the fact that means they ain't did no research. They ain't did no research. I just heard somebody say something very real just a while ago. They say the only reason why some of y'all now is thinking about where y'all from is because y'all came to YouTube and these niggas was talking about it. Other than that, you done lived your whole life and never thought about it. Never thought about it. But see, that's the difference with me. Because I thought about it when I was 30. 28, 30 years old, I started researching. Before it was a tablet or a computer in the house, I was going out to the library to where it was. I was going to the archives, to different places that I could find my records. You see, that's why I can go back to 1424. That's why my records with my name on it, with my mama, my grandmama, all the way up. That's why when I say the things I say what I know. Because I don't know nothing, but I know it by the way I done researched it, right? And I got records that be documentation beats conversation. I've been saying that for anybody else start saying that too, because I had that shit, right? I'm the one been walking around here for this long with my documentations. So why everybody else ain't talking about their family? Why they talking about everybody else's family? Why they pulling folks' name up out the hat, talking about them? And they don't have no record. They don't know about them. They just a story that's been told. A story that's been told by who? Walt Disney. They took her and made her out of a Disney story. But she's in my tree. She's in my tree. And I've heard people all over the world talk about her and her father. They don't even know them. I didn't know them, hell. But they in my tree. I didn't know them either. Hell, 1424? Of course I didn't know them. And neither does anybody else. Neither does anybody else who wrote these lies and wrote these stories up about them. But I happen to have some other stories in the genealogy. And I want to see how they match up with the stories that's been told through the mouths and the eyes of other people with the lies. Okay? With the lies of the fact that, oh, all the Powhatans dead. Well, if that be the case, then why I'm sitting here? Right? Why I'm sitting here? If all the Powhatans was dead and my 17th great grandpa is Powhatan, it don't make no sense to me. So, first thing I want to do, I want to clear up something about Pocahontas. Excuse me. I think I'm going to show it to y'all on my tree. I'm going to show you the whole family tree so that you won't have no doubt about who I am. I dare somebody come and try to tell me who I am. You better get back on the boat you came on. I had an African today to tell me, oh, you look African. I say, dude, you ain't never seen an African look like me, except for those that's bleaching and those that's wearing, different kinds of, but you, come on, dude. Or somebody that's actually from here, like Liberians. The first president was named the same as my father, Joseph Roberts. So, yeah, I got folks in Liberia. So if somebody, they're in Liberia, they left here and went to Liberia, they probably came from Liberia and went back over there. This is the story that's being told by the Moors, right? That everybody over here in America were Moors prior to 1711, when the Moors supposed to be in Spain ruling, but they was in America. They was in Spain ruling, but they was in America. But they was all over the world. But you see what I'm saying? These Moors is the problem. And they are the last of the colonizers. 1600, Europe. 1700, France, French, Huguenots. 1800, these Moors, and they are still here. So all of them wasn't supposed to be the same. But at some point, I take them all to be the same. Jews, Christians, and Muslims, the same too. That 3 don't go away. That's why they say 333 or the 33rd. They know what them 3 mean. And I mean I do too now, by all the research I done found out. Code. They got a lot of code. But shout out to everybody who's up in here. 6 of y'all over there, somewhere in the bushes. Hope you're having a good time, though. Thank you so much, Chief. You always come through and always encourage me, and I appreciate that. People like me do need a little encouragement, because I damn sure don't ask for no money from nobody. I don't ask for a coin from you, and I give you plenty, and I give you the truth. So at least you could do is say hi. At least you could do is say, great continuation, Mama Chief. At least you could do is even like it. Let me see how many likes I got. Oh, I'm on. Let me see. Say, great continuation, Mama Chief. I got 8 people in here. Yeah, I'm live tonight, y'all. I hope they let me stay live, because they've been great continuation on time. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you stay a minute. Yeah, listen. I really appreciate you stopping by and letting me see you up in here. Thank you. But when I tell you that there's a lot of gatekeeping still going on, St. Louis, what's up with you? Great continuation. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for speaking to me. Peace and love to you. But when I tell you the gatekeeping is real, when I tell you the gatekeeping is real, when I hear people who's supposed to know better say some shit like the oldest African town is in Ohio. That blows my mind. I don't know about nobody else, but that blows the hell out of my mind when I heard that. And then I went and looked it up. You know I did. 1854, same time when the Moors, y'all want to did, y'all did it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna let you have what you say you did, babies, because of the fact that I got this map. It's called, look it up, y'all. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Stay right there. This must be it. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Let's see, can we pull this up? Let's see if this is gonna let me present this. Y'all want to see this map? If y'all want to see this map, do me a favor and give me some fire emojis. Because y'all probably ain't never seen this map before. But y'all finna see when these Moors came over here in the 18th century and put the names from over there over here. Y'all want to see this map? Give me some fire emojis then. Because I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much, but I'm on a roll and I'm breaking narratives over here. I'm sick and tired of niggas gatekeeping and telling lies. I'm tired. Let's go with it, y'all. Let's see, can we see this? Let's see, they're gonna let me do this. Come on, y'all, let me do this. Okay. Uh-oh, damn it. Let's do it again. Okay, let me do it again, y'all. Y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. I might need to go back to my YouTube because I had learned that good. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I gotta go back over here to do that. I think, hold on. I want to make that big. And then I want to do that. And go there. Okay. Oh man. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to get it. Just be better with me just a minute while I figure this out, because they ain't trying to let me see it like I want to see it. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see what we got right here, y'all. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see what we got. Damn it. Oh man, they don't want me to let y'all see it, y'all. Hold on. View this tab again. Okay, I'm gonna take you down. Okay, and put you up. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back out. Hold on, y'all, bear with me. I'm gonna go back out and represent it. Okay, represent something again. Got it. Yeah, I got it now, y'all. 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 Snap. There it is, y'all. There it is. Can y'all see that map? Oh, they trying to play me, y'all, but I got it. Do y'all see it? Let me see. I'm scared to move it, y'all. Let me see. Can y'all see it? I want y'all to get a screenshot of this. Y'all see Moab? Look, y'all see all this, right? Greece. Can y'all see this, man? Can y'all see this? Midrid. Can y'all see this? I'm finna come back over there and see if y'all telling me y'all can see this or not. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Can y'all see it? Okay. Yes. Now, this is the map that was created by some foreigners. Fake Moorish map. This is why they tell us Every time you hear them say, oh, this is all, this is this, one of them places right there. This is what these niggas did. It's called the exotic map. Absolutely, Power Time. Wild Savage, how you doing? I want to talk to you too, little brother, little cousin. You my cousin. I want to talk to you. I really do. Great continuation, Enoch 0407. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. I be seeing y'all. I be saying, golly, boy, y'all something else. Y'all be doing the most. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. I'm live today. They've been stopping me all week, but I'm here for this shit today because I see a lot, I hear a lot, and it is ridiculous. And I'm on my show. I be tempted to come up there on some of this craziness, but I be like, ooh, no, Mama Chief, stay down, lay down, go to your own charm, because you can do it like you want to do it. And that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to call out some shit that I'm tired of. I'm tired of folks using my ancestors. They need to get their own. They need to get their own folks to talk about in their own damn tree. Ever since nigga found out they were hardware Indian, they've been using my folks. If you my cousin, then it's okay. But hell, if you don't even know your own folks, how in the hell you gonna sit here and talk about mine? I'm just saying. I got reckless to talk about my own folks. And it's ridiculous when I hear people tell lies. So, I ain't even play no music. Y'all got, it's enough y'all in here for me to just get started. And I think I did by this map. And I hope y'all understand now when these sniggers tell us that the oldest African town in America is in Ohio, you'll know what the hell they talking about. Right? We'll know what the hell they talking about. This is a new map. Do y'all see that? Y'all can Google it so you can get your own information about it. I ain't trying to teach you. I'm just trying to share. I'm trying to share with you so you can get some positive information to move it on. Because I'm seeing a lot of people stuck. And they sitting on panels all day and all night. They ain't getting nothing but a bunch of bull crap. And they loving it. And half of these people I don't even want to meet. Half of these people I don't want to meet. Let alone talking about face to face. I mean, that's why I stay off their panels now. Because I see the bull crap. They not about this life. They don't even know who the hell they are. How could they be? How could they be? How could they be about it if they don't even know? I mean, it's just real. I ain't got time to be contending with nobody. I ain't got time to be arguing and debating with somebody about my truth. My truth is my truth. And yours is yours. But if you African, then you be African. But don't tell me I'm African. Don't play that on me. Because everybody don't come from Africa. Because I know people went to Africa. So it should not be that way. This is a whole lot of lies, and I'm going to break the narrative. I'm going to show y'all some stuff tonight. I ain't going nowhere tonight. I'm going to stay here longer they let me. I got 15 hours on stream, y'all. I use them all up today because I'm feeling good. And I'm kind of disturbed with what I'm seeing. I'm looking at Truth Zone them over there. It's sad. It's sad. People asking, what have Donald Trump done for us? I would say, what have any of them presidents done for us? What the hell? What is they talking about? What is Donald Trump? What did Biden do? Gave us the crime bill, put all our brothers in jail and turned them to faggots. What did they do? Joe Biden, the Clintons, the Obamas, them faggots. What are y'all doing? And then you talking about the president? Listen, it's a whole corporation. Don't we know? Don't we know it's not about us? Don't you know they ain't studying you? Don't you know every time they talk, they ain't talking about you? Don't you know they ain't never mentioning you? So what's the problem? Hell, come on, great continuation. Good to see you. We don't do shit for ourselves. What the hell we do for ourselves? Excuse me. We ain't nowhere doing nothing for ourselves but a slave working for a job. What are you doing for yourself? You might have your own business. I don't know you, St. Louis. Don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about as a whole. So-called Aboriginal. I'm not an Aboriginal, thank you. I'm not like that Abo shit they be doing. Abo. No, that ain't me. That ain't me. I know who my folks is. Okay? I know who my folks is. Anything further is faith-based Moorish belief. Who? I don't get that. Meaning ancient anything. I don't really get that. Maybe you can break that down for me a little bit. My family can't speak for nobody else. That's right. Nobody can speak for nobody's family. That's why I say everybody's trying to act like we're from somewhere else. And that's because they're not sure where they're from. And it's all right. But don't come and say we. And be like, what you mean we? Shit, my records say, so what? Most people ain't got no records, though. They can't go back no further than 1800s. So they're claiming that they something that they're not. Oh, you talking somebody? Oh, okay, that ancient map. Yeah, right. No, it ain't. You right. I see what you're saying. Okay, about that map. Yeah, you right. Ain't nothing ancient about it. They just, and then they the one always do that stuff. I got you. For sure. For sure. For sure. I mean, I just got to talk to my cousin Davis. He like, well, we all Moors because the Moors left here. Man, Moors couldn't have been everywhere at all time. I don't care. We all were no Moors all over the world. That's just like saying we all Africans, ain't it? Same old scenario. So the same people saying it. That's just like Negro land. Negro land is a place in Africa. I learned about that when I was a Hebrew. So I don't know why niggas wants to be a Negro so bad because they heard that Italian man in the damn movie King of New York say niggas and Indians, same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. But niggas and Indians ain't the same thing. And I beg to differ of that. Because a Negro is a Negrito, and all that came from a Spanish word that the Spanish cooked up. The whole caste system is from Spanish. Had nothing to do with us over here. So you become a Negro after you was classified as a mulatto. Let me get off the camera too, because y'all know I'm animated. I don't want to be on camera, but y'all know I'm here. Okay? Now, so yeah, I heard that too. That's when I heard the part about the oldest American moorland was in Ohio, and that's a lie. That's a lie. Oh, we're gonna go into that because I got some information about all that right there. Believe me, I do. Okay, but I want to clear up something about. No, first I'm gonna show her genealogy before I read this story. Okay, let me go to Ancestry right quick, and find some genealogy right quick. Hold on. Tree. Y'all bear with me. Y'all know I have to find my way. Okay. Okay, let me see where I need to go, y'all. Ooh, Trying to get up this tree, y'all. I ain't up the tree where I need to go yet. Hold on. Oh boy, hold on. Oh wow, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I'm messing up here. Oh goodness gracious. Go back. Okay, right there. Okay, we'll go right. How you spell that? I don't even know how to spell it. Look, I'm over here tripping. Okay, there it is. I'm like, how to spell them names, man? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, here I come. I'm gonna get this screen back up. All right, you guys. Shout out to the 14ers over here hanging out with Mama Chief today. Let me put this up. My bad. Yeah, it was created. Oh, y'all talking in the chat. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, I'm going in now. You gonna get these screenshots? Did you get that map? I know you love your screenshot. Did you get that map? Okay, stop sharing that. Present this. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. Y'all see that, right? Can y'all see that? I'm gonna have to go back to the page in order to move it. Okay, can y'all see that? These are my relatives, y'all. Okay? These are my relatives. And they all mixed up, and I ain't know none of them. But they tied to my blood, y'all. They in my tree, y'all. Okay? Y'all see that? Show you what I mean when I say they in my tree, y'all. Can y'all see that as well? I'm not playing with these lying demons trying to take our inheritance. You got to be kidding me. They really got to be kidding me. Okay? It's bullcrap. They ain't did that. They ain't did their own research. They don't know. Now, when I say that last names came here, that's what I mean when I'm looking at my records. Okay? I ain't talking about nobody else's record. They can be the more that they can be the more you're gonna remember, and they can forever be a more. But for me and my house, my folks were Powhatan. From the beginning, from what I can find out in my record, now that's a 14. That I go back to 17 generations, so that's just 9. Y'all see, that's just a 9th great grandmother. Great, you see what I'm saying? But I go back up until 1424. That's just the one I could pull with his name on it that I wanted to talk about. So, but when you look down this, you don't see nothing but Powhatan. Now, right here, it gets a little skeptical right here with me because we're in the 1500, right at 1600. And that right there could be a last name to me. Okay? Carpenter. Okay? And there it is again right there. We're in 1600. We're talking about England. We could check that name and see where that name come from. It didn't come from this soil. Okay? Then you go on down. You got Saltwater Beaver. These are the names of these people. Trader Tom Martaw. Chota. That's Chota. That's where my Aunt Nancy Ward. Shout out to Aunt Nancy Ward. Shout out to all my ancestors. Shout out to all your ancestors. Shout out to the ancestors. Because they want us to get this, y'all. It's been a long time. They want us to know the truth. They don't want us to be sitting here losing. I know somebody got a granddaddy that's 98 years old. He want to see that his grandson made it. That he saw what had happened. That he said, okay, we're going to make it. We're going to listen. I done made a legislator. Now I want to make legislation. We need to make us a legislative team. We need to be going up there. We don't need to be going up there in Washington when they close, damn it. We need to be stepping. I'm just saying, what we going to do? Talking about a damn president. I don't give a darn about Donald Trump. What I care about is that ain't nobody up there speaking for us. Ain't nobody got our name in their mouth. When they talk about native, when they talk about indigenous, they not talking about you. Don't get that twisted. They ain't studying you. They talking about all these people that have moved in here amongst you and mixed and mingled among you. Now, right here, you see Stubblefield? You see these names, y'all? These Stubblefield, that's 1700. That's around about the Huguenot time. 16 was England. 17 the Huguenot. 18, here come them damn Spanish Moors. And then they're going to flip the script and try to act like they always been here. The hell? Because they want your land. When you get to the 1800s, look at your name and find out where them names come from. Stop playing with me. 16, 17, 1800, I'm going to stay on that timeline because I done broke the narrative. We didn't become black and white until the after the Reconstruction. This was all reconstructed history. Black and white. No. My great-grandpa, the first great-grandpa, on the 1790 census. 1790 census as free white persons with slaves. Now what? These niggas been lying to us so long. But if you don't have your records to show you that, you don't know it, right? Now, back to these names. I want y'all to understand this tonight. Because I got the records to prove that 1700, my folks was Huguenots who came. I got the records to prove that these 1800 niggas right here, Griggs, y'all see them? I ain't playing with this. These my relatives. But them some Moors. Them 1800. Yeah, I'm telling y'all the truth today. These was the Moors. That's my mama right there. That her granddaddy, them Moors. Look at the Norman. That's the Norman. What y'all know about the Norman? Who they was? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Come on, y'all. Let me check the chat and see where y'all at. The 100. Draco. Hey, baby. Love you. Thank you for coming over. All right, y'all. Y'all with me? Y'all with me in this chat? Because I'm telling y'all, these are your Moors. That's why they want to sit here. They the last one that came, though, see? They the last one that came, and they want to be here and sit here and tell us that we all Moors. No, 1800. And then the Reconstruction, y'all. Do y'all understand what happened? How in the world, 1830, we governors, we rulers all over this place. 1830 now. Same 1830 is when they call themselves, done orchestrated this big move of all the Indians to a reservation. Y'all, but they done end up and put some Asian, some mixed folks over there who spoke all kind of different languages. They done put them over there because they couldn't put us over there. Because we stayed in the communities where we were. And I got documentation to prove they even gave us land grants that we didn't, for those that didn't want to go over there. Okay? So they took and put other people over there who look like Asians and all that. That's why you got them. That's why the confusion is. See, they wanted to do that. The Moors know what they was doing. They wanted to make sure that those people didn't look like them. Hell, because they look like the Moors kind of look like us, but they was darker than us, huh? The Moors was black people. That's why they make us talk, oh, we black. No, the Moors was black people. When you look back over your records and look at your people and find some pictures like I have, you'll see that they darkened us. And then they gave us this thing about the white man was him and he lightened us. We mixing with the white man. No, no, no. White man existence on this soil wasn't until 1898. Prior to that, they was over here, the ones they were bringing over through South Carolina. I'm going to get into that too. The slave trade from South Carolina is deeper than y'all think it is. And niggas are gatekeeping, ain't telling y'all. But I'm going to tell it because I'm tired now. I'm so damn tired of niggas perpetrating this fraud. I'm tired of this fraud. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So, when I tell you, yeah, y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? These folks right here, the last ones that came, y'all. Because when you think about the Reconstruction was, we were still in control, y'all. Do y'all remember? Listen, let's just look over, just think about what I'm saying right now. During the 1865, well, no, I'm gonna go back to my 1830, y'all, because I'm on the timeline, and I need y'all to really be with me on this. 1830, we got all the governors up top. Oh, and let's do this too, because what was going on up top down here, where we call ourselves, well, when they come at the 13 colonies. Guess what? While they were doing that, what they were doing down in Louisiana and down, what they were doing down in the French quarters, y'all. Do anybody know that was not connected to what was going on in the 13 colonies? Do anybody know that around this so-called United States, it was some more stuff going on, like in Cali, like in New York? They were setting up different stages for different out. Y'all understand what I'm saying here? Because I got records that they say that they for real, these people need to leave me alone. I'm good now. They muted me, y'all. Wow. How long had I been muted, I wonder? That's crazy. YouTube, whoever y'all, just leave me alone. Shit. They make me mad, y'all. They messing with me. They don't want me to say what I gotta say. Gone. Oh, well, did they shut me down, y'all? They had me spinning. Are y'all back? Am I back? Am I back? I don't see my mouse, my mic moving on that. Am I back, y'all? Y'all can't stop me like that. I'm back. Y'all, they just shut me down. They had my thing spinning. It was just spinning. I was finna end it. I don't even know what to say, y'all, because everything I say gonna be against what their narrative. Everything I say gonna be against everything they taught us. Y'all want me to keep trying to go? Because I mean, they frustrate my process. They frustrate my process. Can y'all hear me? Can I go or what? Let me remove this. Can I go? Can y'all hear me? I don't even know. I guess I'm here. Keep going. You got it. Okay. Okay, I'm here. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off this camera because y'all know I don't really particularly like to be there. But now, where I'm going, I was talking about. We seen your screen. Okay, good. Okay, so I was talking about Pocahontas. Okay, the AKA Pocahontas. Her name is Ma'ata. I probably don't see it right, but it was Ma'ata. It wasn't Pocahontas. That was a nickname that was given to her by who knows who. Who knows who gave her that name? But I know who picked it up, and that was Hollywood. Hollywood picked it up and made it a name and uses it, and they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like something you talk about like a movie scene. It's nothing, right? So, but I heard OTK talking about this story, and he talked about it before, and so have I. So I want to do a little clarification on it because this is my relative. You understand what I'm saying? And I do have records, and I can verify some stuff. So, but this story that is talked about by an Indian princess named Kutafo. Pocahontas. Let's be clear. They are two different people. I'm gonna put the camera on for this. They are in fact two different people. Okay. And they are in fact from two different territories. Okay. Great continuation. You too mad at me. I know it. I saw it. It was frozen. I'm over here telling them I'm gonna keep doing it though. They mad as hell at me. Be mad at me because I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it, and you keep doing what you're doing, YouTube, because I'm going to put this out. Y'all ain't going to shut me down like that. Now, you can keep spinning my screen, keep sticking me, keep putting me in the dark, keep making my mic go out. But I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. You ain't stopping nobody else with all that bullshit they got on their station. You going to mess with me because I'm telling the truth? This is my truth. Leave me alone. Now, back to what I was saying about Kuta. Let me look at it. I can't even say it, y'all. Getting mad with it. They make me angry when they do this to me. Because I ain't doing nothing but telling what I find to be researched for. How is that wrong? Her name is Kuta Fachika. Okay? Now, we're going to read a little of this story because I want y'all to understand what was going on here. And I'm only 20 minutes from there. It's in this same area right here where I'm at now. Okay? I'm in the same area where the Cherokee and the Creek fought the war when my Aunt Nancy Ward won the war, when her husband, King Fisher, got killed, and she picked up his shotgun and finished the war. I'm right here in that territory. That's where I live, in that area of these things, okay? So this book that I'm finna read from is called The History of Rome and Floyd County. Okay, this is where my mother is actually buried at. She's up. She moved there 30 years ago. That's how I end up coming out in this territory. My mom, and she has some Indian Mound land on up the road in Fort Payne, Alabama. She bought it like 30 years ago. Okay, so by Tellico, no, that's in Tennessee, though, right? I mean, isn't that in Tennessee? I'm in Rockmart, Georgia. I'm in Georgia. Hey, especially now, right? How you doing? Great continuation. Okay, so this story, it says the Spanish Cavaliers and their quest. I'm getting off the camera again, y'all. Y'all let me know if they knock me off. Okay, please. They have a Rome in Tennessee too. I'm almost sure they have. You know, yeah. They ran out of names. But okay, it says the Spanish Cavaliers and their quest for gold. That's the first page in this book. Okay, it says many years before the English settlers. Now let's be clear about who these English settlers is. Let me find my research right quick, honey, because we ain't gonna be we ain't gonna be confused over here. Okay, we is not gonna be confused over here. Let me see, can I get to my work over here? I don't know what nothing is, but let me see, can I find it? Who is these European? I'll do it again. I'll do it again. What year is this? 1607. Tell me about the Black Europeans that came to Rome, Georgia in 1607, please. Watch the narrative. Watch how it happened. Watch what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all watch this. Y'all heard my question, right? I love this shit. Watch this. I couldn't find specific records of Black Europeans arriving in Rome, Georgia in 1607. However, in 1607 is a significant year in American history, and it's marked the establishment of Jamestown, Virginia. The first prominent English settlement in North America. If you're referring to the early Black European settlers or explorers, there were instances of African-descended individuals in European expeditions before and after this period. Are y'all with me? See, we got a presumption that it's just pale-skinned Caucasians that can't been over here forever. Just, yeah, right. No, that ain't the case. Now, Particularly, it says some Black Europeans, particularly those Moorish descent, were present in Spain and Portugal and may have participated in colonial ventures. Are y'all with me here? Right. Yeah. Additionally, free and enslaved Africans were documented in early European settlements across the Americas. Are y'all with me? See, when you talk about Europeans, don't think white people. Because, see, this is a complex that was put in your head. Because these crackers didn't get here till 1903 in droves without a last name like ours. Come on, let's be clear. So it says, would you like me to refine the search or explore relative historical content such as early Black presence in Georgia? What? See, we've been misled and we've been lied to, y'all. I'm just saying, we've been lied to. Presence in Georgia or European African interactions in the 17th century. You know I want that, don't you? Yes, please give me all the information you can. See, this is how I research. They ain't gonna give me something to think I ain't gonna know how to use it. Please. Certainly. While I couldn't find specific records of Black Europeans arriving in Rome, Georgia in 1607, you're gonna go back and tell me about Virginia, though, y'all. See, about Virginia. Watch this. I can provide historical content of early Black presence in Georgia and European African interactions in the 17th century. And I can get some names too, y'all. That's how I love doing this. I can give you some names, probably your family members. The first documented arrival of Africans in Georgia dates back to 1526, when Spanish, who is the Moors, colonists brought enslaved Africans to the region. What? Who knew? Y'all know about this? No, they just came through, yeah, right. By the mid-18th century, Georgia had a significant Black population with many enslaved individuals. Now, I wonder who they were. Who these enslaved individuals were? Come on. Individuals working on cotton and rice plantations. Now, you know those was people who had their own land. And these narratives have been put together. And see, I will break this narrative because I will make this thing tell me, oh, yeah, these was family members. I will make this machine tell me the truth. Then it says the Gullah community in Georgia has deep historical roots preserving Africa. Now, y'all know I done did a bill on that too and showed y'all who they was and how to. Traditions and language. The European-African interaction in the 17th century. European exploration of Africa intensified during the Age of Discovery with Portuguese. And y'all hear me all the time. When I said something about the Spanish Moors, what do I add in there with them? The Portuguese. Because they was together. Navigators reaching the Congo Kingdom in 1482. Look, 1492, 1482, same different, like Indian and niggas, huh? Same different. What? The transatlantic slave trade. See, this narrative. We on the narrative. Watch this. Expanded in the 17th century with European traders. These European traders was not crackers. They were European Negroes engaging in direct trade with African coastal states. The Portuguese established early trade routes. Huh? Come on. See, that's why they use the transatlantic slave trade. When you know the truth, you know the transatlantic slave trade was the commerce highway. That's why we traded commerce. They weren't using that bringing no niggas in. They was using the Caribbean island. Oh, and I got that bill too. And I know who was doing it. And they hiding right now under being a wild Indian. They've been doing it. And they know they doing it. These damn Moors, y'all better know who y'all enemies is while you're playing. Because they in your face every day. The Portuguese established early trade routes, exchanging goods for enslaved individuals, which fueled plantation economies in the Americas. Okay? Now, back to the story. I just wanted to let y'all know the real Europeans that came here, they wasn't these crackers that they got in all these books, because these are whitewashed pictures. Okay? And I just made sure that one of these whitewashed pictures in this book, I just clarified it with my, yeah, it's a nigga. It's a nigga in this book right here. I'm reading right now. Watch this. I'm having fun, y'all. I'm having fun. No, okay, so where was I? Right here. Okay, so in 1607 there existed a wide stretch of country at the southwestern end of the Appalachian Mountain chain, encompassing what is now Rome, Georgia. Okay? Rome, Floyd County, Georgia, and which was inhabited only by tribes of Indians who lived in the wigwams. Okay, dodge the hijack. Hey, dodge the hijack when we get these books, because I do. Because I know around this time we weren't living in no wigwam. We was very advanced people. They just lie in their books. Okay, of bark and skins. Now, wait. Something just dropped in my spirit, y'all. Mind you, that we did have, when they, I don't know about this time. That's a little early for me. But they did have those Asian looking people out there living like that at some point, but I don't think it was at this point. That's a little early. That's 1600. That was during the English colony, right? But anyway, so it says that they was living in wigwams made of bark and skins and huts of rough pine, the oak finished in the red clay mortar. The waters of the region, leaping through the mountains, gorges in slender, silken streams, purled their way into the valleys and found outlets into the Atlantic Ocean of the Gulf of Mexico. They were alive with fish, especially the upland streams with trout, and it used to be said that had an Indian possessed a hat, in many places he could have scooped up a hat full of fish at a time. Large black bears went grubblingly over the mountain tops in search of worms and roots, occasionally slumbering into the fertile valleys below. Damn, falling. Hungry wolves leaped freely through the forest trails. Deer penetrated the thickets and slaked their thirst at the sprinkling brooks. Panthers and wild cats slunk serenely from feeding ground to the cavernous lair. Snakes of huge size and great number of infested and rocky fatness. The sun-baked river banks and the grassy plains. Wild turkeys clerked along the leafy browers, and smaller birds of the beautiful plumage dotted the trees. Y'all, I'm struggling trying to see this in this light that I got right here. Beg my pardon. Of hillside, valley, and swamp. Upon this primitive stage, at some uncertain date, had appeared the Indian. Y'all hear this? Had appeared the Indian, successor to the ill-fated mound builder. Y'all hear this? They saying that these Indians, so in my opinion, these some something that they done put them over there. Talking about they the successors of the original mound builders. Because you know, those Asiatic people who they say lived in tents and wigwams, they didn't even possess to know who built the mounds, right? So y'all with me on this story, what I'm reading, right? Not saying I believe nothing. I'm just reading it. Okay. But it says that they are the successors of the mound builders, okay, of North America. Agile, bloodthirsty, and possessing a keen appetite. Now, look, okay, y'all, let's see if this you or is this them. Come on. A keen appetite for what? The Indian pursued by foot. See, this is when you know they writing stuff in and they writing you out. Okay, let's go. I said I wasn't gonna say that no more after I heard somebody do it. Okay, let's go. I've been saying it forever. Now I can't let it go. Stop. All right. So, with his thirsty bow and arrow, the animals, birds, and snakes killed them and ate the flesh, sometimes cooked, sometimes raw, and made the skins into rugs, wigwam covers, robes, papoose, bags, and numerous ornaments for his person. The Indian painted his face and his body with a mixture of oil and clay, dressed himself in a wampum belt, from which depended a wildcat skin or kilt of limber, grass, or hair. See, y'all see how they're just like a woven story. They're woven their story into American soil, if you will, okay? Because they're not the mound builders, but our people are professing to be the mound builders, right? The indigenous people of this soil are professing to be the mound builders, but these people in these wigwams, they don't know nothing about that, right? Okay. The Indian women or squaws did the routine work about the hut or wigwam settlements, took care of the children and strong bees, and wove various materials into baskets, rugs, and articles of clothing, and cultivated small patches of grain. Okay? From the time of when Christopher Columbus, y'all, discovered America in 1492 and took possession in the name of the king and the queen of Spain, the Indians was forced to count on the pale face. See. And when no pale face here in no 1600. You gotta be kidding. Y'all. As the potential foe who needed his hunting grounds and his towns for colonization purpose. See, the Spanish are regarded as the pioneer explorer of America. See, so now the Spanish is the same pale face. Are y'all with me? How they flips the script? Spanish is them damn Moors, 18th century. But they was always here, like David said, they was here in the 1600 in America. They left and came back. Okay, yeah, right. All right. So the Spanish are regarded as the pioneer explorers of America, though through their expedition to Florida, the land of flowers, which embraced vastly more territory than the state of Florida of the present day. Okay. Juan Ponce de Leon explored the coast of the Florida Peninsula in 1513, penetrated into the interior in search of the fountain of perpetual youth. Did y'all ever know that that's what he was looking for, the perpetual youth, fountain of youth? A fountain, and let me see, wait a minute. Fountain of youth engaged and savages and was killed with the poison arrow. Now y'all remember seeing that in Braveheart? Did anybody see Braveheart when them pale skins came on the isle, on the land, and all them Indian arrows that went into them? That's the scene right there. That's where they got this from, right here. Poison arrows. Anybody familiar with that? Am I still good in the chat, y'all? I don't see nobody saying that. Y'all know y'all got to drop something in there every once in a while. Let me know y'all still hear me. Because they are after me. All right. So, it says that he was killed by the poison arrow, followed the cruel Nazvez to the west coast of the peninsula. Okay, thank you, Chief. I appreciate you for letting me know, love. Shout out to Goddess, too. I saw her when I was talking. I didn't say. Shout out to you, sis. Okay, so we're getting close to where I want to go in this story, y'all. I want to bring something to you. So where he set an example for the savages, because that's what they call them, right? That's what they said they called the Indians, the savages. So see, you see how they wrote the story in with these people living in wigwams. But then when we know our story for real, we know at this time we was not living in wigwams. We knew that we was over here royal, and we was living. Not at this time, we was not living like that, like they said these people were. So you see what I'm saying? This was not us. This was them, but we was here. So if this wasn't us, it wasn't, So okay. It says that by losing bloodhounds. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Where he set an example for the savages by loosing bloodhounds on the aged mother of an Indian chief, which tore her to pieces. Then he cut off the chief's nose and sent him to Cuba as a slave. The Indians avenged this atrocity by driving Narvaez to his ships. A storm hit the vessel, and Narvaez and all but 4 of his men were lost. Next, in the importance of Hernando Ferdinand de Soto, who in his search of the Chiang El Dorado in the hope of filling the treasure chest of the king of Spain, is supposed to have spent nearly 30 days on the present site of Rome. So he's saying that the king had been to Rome. De Soto had fought successfully in the Spanish wars of conquest in Central America and Peru, when called by the king to cut a path through Florida to work the gold mines and the pearl fisheries. Y'all know pearl was in. We had so much pearls, that's why they took them to the queen. I mean, all up in Rome, all over the world. It was just so many pearls around here, y'all. I mean, for real, for real. So it says, De Soto had fought successfully in Spain. Oh no, I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so I got excited about them pearls, y'all. The pearl fisheries, which earlier explorers had assured the king existed, having recently married Donna Isabella de Barbaladillo, member of the Spanish royal family, and his social equal, whose father was his superior in wealth, if not in manhood. De Soto set sail from Spain on April the 8th, 1538, taking with him his wife, 600 soldiers, 200 horses, and a herd of swine. This is the first time swine came here, y'all. Let's be clear. All our poisonous meat eaters, pork eaters, this is the first time pork came to this soil by way of De Soto. Okay? He bought a herd of swine for food, because that's what they ate. De Soto's Noble 600. Y'all heard of the Noble 600 before? The Noble 600 came with him. Soldiers, 200 horses, and a herd of swine for the food. De Soto's Noble 600 carried arquebuses. I don't know what that is, y'all. I'm going to look that up. Matchlocks, 1 cannon, and a falconet, a falconet, a small cannon in general, used at that time. They was using cannons, okay? Why they using cannons on us, y'all? They had plenty of ammunition and led by tethers a pack of fierce bloodhounds. Plenty of iron chains, collars, and wristlets were carried to put upon Indian prisoners. Swine and cattle furnished a large part of the food, while pack mules bore the provisions. The personnel was made up of mechanics. Y'all listen to who came. You had your mechanics, builders, and smiths, monks, laymen, and Catholic priests. Why the Catholic priests? They the missionary. The Moors, they was the one that orchestrated. Yeah. Who else you got? Then they got the Catholics in robes, they say. Quite a number of the fighters wore light armor, which readily shed the sharp darts of the Redskins. They landed at Havana, Cuba, but after a short stay, proceeded up Florida's west coast, leaving Donna Isabella behind as the governess of the island. Y'all hear this? On Friday, May 30th, 1539, DeSoto landed at the present Tampa Bay, where he took possession of Florida as adelantado governor. It looked like Atlanta right there to me, but he got some more letters in there. Governor, and where he wrote the city's fathers what was supposed to have been the only letter he sent back on his long and heartbreaking journey. DeSoto immediately asked the Indians where gold and precious stones could be found. They pointed northward. He fought and diplomatized his way to the present Georgia-Florida line. Okay? Georgia-Florida line. That's a long ways from Virginia, right? Wild Savage. They keep blanking my transmission. Yeah, they messing with me. They been messing with me all week, y'all. Y'all look on my page. Y'all see all my videos black, and they black because they did it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this off out. I ain't gonna stay long because they ain't gonna let me. I'm frustrated with how they do me, y'all. So, okay, let me go. Let me see, can I finish this right quick so I can get out of this one? Okay, so I'm almost there. So DeSoto asked the Indians where he could find the gold and the precious stone could be found. They pointed northward. He fought the diplomatic his way to the present-day Georgia-Florida line, encountering numerous physical difficulties. Thence he proceeded northwestward when told by the captured scout of a province ruled over by a beautiful Indian princess called Kutafachica. Now, this is the one that OTK, I don't know how he could confuse her with Pocahontas, my tot, my auntie. But he did. But this is in Georgia, Florida. She's from Virginia. Okay? Let's be clear. Where he asked her where his beasts might break their back under the load of the pearls and gold. He was already loaded. The home of the princess is supposed to have been at Silver Bluffs, Barnwell County. It says South Carolina because, Georgia, all this was, it wasn't like, y'all know what I'm saying. All this was just one land. It wasn't like, but it's not Virginia. Definitely not Virginia. Okay. 25 miles southeast of Augusta, see, near Augusta in Georgia, on the Savannah River, where George Gulpin later lived. Here, DeSoto was presented with a handsome string of large pearls by the Princess Kutafachica. He dug heaps of pearls and relics out of the Indian mounds, which the Indians did not like, but they maintained an appearance of acquiescence. On leaving, he forced his gracious hostess to accompany the expedition of the guide and protection against any possible attacks by her tribemen. The Indian maid's knowledge of trails and woodcraft enabled her to escape in a few days and return to her settlement. DeSoto pressed northward in forced marches to relieve his weary and starving horses and men and to siege or unearth gold for the king. So that's the story. I just wanted to clear that up. Kutafachica, I can't say her name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She is not Pocahontas. Yeah, right there. She is not Pocahontas. They are two different people from two different territories, two different tribes. And from what I understand, these stories was told under the aspects of look like the Asian people or something. You know how they was making stuff up. It definitely wasn't our people, I don't think. So I just wanted to clear that story there up right there. Now, let me see where else I want to go. I'm gonna do a little bit of this because I'm thinking our people are really confused right here a little bit. Okay, when it comes to talking about the president and what's going on with the world, we're not in place, y'all. We're not in place. Don't nobody thinking about you but you, and you should be. You should be thinking about you, but you're not thinking about you in the way that you should be. Because if you were, you'll be thinking about what you're supposed to do about your 7 generations out. Y'all know I'm big about that. Those that know me, I'm big about the 7 generation, because my great grandchildren is 7 generations from my great grandmama. That's very significant to look at. I knew my great grandmother, but I didn't know my great great grandmother. But I did know my great grandmother. So my great grandchildren know me. But we supposed to prepare for them. We're not supposed to leave this world like it is. We have let these people come over here and just really destroyed it. And I don't think it was supposed to be that way. I really don't. I think we were supposed to maintain better. Davis, great continuation to you, cuzzo. We were supposed to maintain better. But as I say, we got an enemy that's always been among us for the last 100 years. When I say, did nothing happen to us in the 1600 when the Englands came here? England didn't do what these here Moors did. England didn't do this. France, the Huguenots did not do this. But when 1800 came and them damn Moors got here, they came with it. And they came with it because what? If you know any stories or you know anything about who the biblical people of the Bible is, see, they took that Bible and distorted it with us where we wouldn't even know what's going on. But see, I studied it before everybody got misconfused, So, but when you know the nations, and hey, I ain't telling y'all to read the Bible, but I'm telling you to look for them nations. Look at them niggas in the Bible. Look at who the Moabites and the Ammonites is. Look at who the Canaanites and the Hittites is. Look at who they is. Better yet, I'm gonna show you. Better yet, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the nations over the world. I'm finna show y'all these folks. I saw. Can y'all see that? They took a long time to let you see it, but can y'all see that? These people ought to stop. Can y'all see that? Let me see. Can y'all see that? Where my phone at? These people make me mad. They make me mad, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Money. I don't mind being broke. Give me some fire. Give me some fire emojis in the chat, y'all. Somebody. Money. I don't mind being broke. They don't want me to do this. They got me again. Brazilian. I will be back. Hey, y'all, can't hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Look like y'all might can hear me. I'm going to stay if you can, but if you can't, I'm getting out. And I'll be back. Can y'all hear me? Shit, they're making me mad. Somebody tell me, can you hear me? I see it's moving, but I don't know whether you can hear me or not. You hear me? Okay, great. Then I can continue. Man, they keep messing with me though. Y'all see this? This happens every time I'm doing a live. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't even know what to say, y'all. This is ridiculous. They don't want to let me do what I'm doing. Man, I ain't bothering nobody. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see it. Okay. Can y'all hear me? I'm waiting on y'all to tell me something so I can before I start talking. Can y'all hear me? Alexis B, hey baby, great continuation to you. Can y'all hear me now? I'm finna go in on this. Seen and heard. Okay, good deal, good deal. All right, so y'all see this. This is a chart. I need y'all to get this. It's called the Asiatistical people. Okay? That's all of those people from over there. That's all them sniggers or everything. That's all them from over there. Okay? Now, as I say, this is who everybody's saying they Negroes. This is where that word comes from, the Negrito. That little darky right there. And as you see, look at how dark he is. Look these brown papers. These are the people that's over there, y'all. Look. These are the faces of the Asia. When the Moors say we the Asia added black man, when the Moors be doing that shit, this is what they're talking about. Let's be clear. We wasn't everywhere. We wasn't all people. All people was all people who they was. We can't be everywhere and everything like the Moors was. That's some damn magic. You remember how they did with the magic, the esoterical stuff. That's who they be. Bunch of bull. I'm just saying. Now, we're going to go down here and look at these people. Y'all see the chart. Get this for yourself so you can analyze it. You'll see what I'm saying. Okay? Now, these are the names of these people. These are the people, when you look them up, if you look these names up and you validate them with the Bible, with the people that's in the Bible, you'll see what I'm saying. You'll see some stuff, especially when it comes to talking about who the Moors claim they are, the Moabites, and they're aiming and Moabites because their mother slept with their own father and created them. So then you can see why we got a mixed up world right now in the hands of the Moors, because they're the last colonizers. So now we got a mixed up crazy ass world because they brought all this Greek mythology, all this Greek stuff, college, all this stuff came from them. They set all this in motion. And I got proof. I'm going to show it to you. If I stay long enough, if they let me. So now I want to go and show y'all the Negrito before I show you anybody, because of the fact that everybody want to be a nigga. Everybody want to be a nigga. So let's go. Can y'all see that? Negrito. Let me see what y'all see now. Yeah, y'all see it. Okay, good deal. Good deal. So, the term Negrito means little black people. And they were short people too. Y'all done heard these niggas say, yeah, we had the little, what they call them little men's. They'll say we had the pick me people and all that here. They be doing all, they be mixing the dope. They be mixing everybody else here too with, yeah. So they called the little black people over there, refers to several diverse ethnic groups who inhabited isolated parts of where? Southeast what? Asia. These are Asiatic black men who the Moors always say we are. Okay, let's identify, y'all. Let's identify. And the Andaman Islands. These are the people over there. Population often described as Negrito include the Adamanese people, including the Great Adamanese, the Ong, the Jarowa, and the Sentinelese of the Andaman Islands. Okay? They ain't got nothing to do with us. I know who I am because I'm royal on both sides of this shit, and I got the records to prove it. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I have found the truth within my own records and my roots. And so it's a lot of people ain't got there. So I'm trying to help them get there. That's what I'm trying to do. And I ain't charging nobody 1 red cent. Yeah, that's all. I'm just sharing. Royal on both sides. 17 generations. 1424. That's who I be. So, but these are the Negritos. This is where the word Negro come from. This is why they was able to attach it to us, because the Moors have been all over the world and colonized them. They took their title and brought it over here to us. So we became the Negro. We no. We way. So why the Moors, they take on, but the French was not Moors. The French was the Huguenots. The Moors is Muslim. Let's remember now. Moors they be Christian. They turned to be Christian when they had their penis cut off, because they became units, and they had to convert to being a Christian, and that's the only thing they did. But they still in their heart, they still was Moor, and they still was Muslim, even though they was without their manhood, and even though they was treated like they was treated, they still had their heart, because they say what they forefathers wore, which was Moorish, they are still that to this day. Oh, now, Enoch, is you Oh, they shut me down when I said that. New to the stream. Y'all, can y'all hear me? I can't believe they're doing me like this. Okay, I guess I'll go out, check my internet again, and come back. I'll be back. I'll be back because I got to make sure they ain't doing this to me. Can you hear me? I'm gonna leave. It's 16 of y'all up in here right now. If y'all want some more let me know you're hearing me. This is it's frustrating now. It gets frustrating when I can't get cooperation and all I'm trying to do is help you. Okay? So that frustrates me and I'm letting you know. Please help me. Y'all gotta help me participate in this. So shout out to you, cousin. You're gonna leave this. I can hear you are more than an Indian. You gave birth to the world. Cousin, I agree. I agree. I'm more than a fucking more. Right? I'm more than a more. We're more than all of that. We are the royals. But to know that a particular people called Moor, Spanish Moors came here and did this to us, that's a whole total different story. And I'm not going to take the blame, but I know they're in my tree. You understand what I'm saying? They're in my tree. Those last names of my folks, the last names that came here, those are Moors. I accept that. I got my Huguenots, and I also have my Europeans, my English. So I know who I am. I have all of that. So that's what I'm saying. But the Moors, those particular Spanish niggas that came here, the last ones that put us under this where we at now, those are the enemies of my soul. I don't care who they are. They in my blood, whatever. They did this. Look, we were still in control, Davis, up until 1919 when the bloodless coup. But then remember, the Crackers didn't get here to 1903. So hell, that ain't nothing but 16 years they came here and masterminded a way to take everything from us. And who brought them here? Who took them out the cave? Who taught them how to bathe? Who built all the bathhouses and stuff for them? Who did it for them? And who brought them here? I'm just, Can y'all still hear me in this chat? Because I said I was going to get off because I'm frustrated with them keep messing with me. Well, it looked like I got a good, look like they trying to mess with my Wi-Fi. That's look like what they're saying. My Wi-Fi keep going in and out. But can y'all hear me now? Because I'm finna grab this Moorish book because I want Davis to tell me what some of this stuff is that Noble Drew Ali was teaching while he up in here. Can y'all hear me? Oh, my signal just went out again. I'm looking at it. I can see it now, y'all. But you can still hear me, Chief? Thank you. I ain't going through that. I ain't going through that. I'm going to do what I do. I ain't going through that. I'm not finna debate with nobody about no Moorish bullshit. Not on my life. Nah, baby. I already know too much, Davis. I'm gonna put this truth out here, though. I'm gonna put this truth out here. Because people got a whole misconception. What's up, David? How you doing? Great continuation. Let me go over here and find some of this Moorish stuff that I need to talk about right now. Because yeah, it's convoluted and it's a problem. Let me see. Okay, I think this is a good one. Hold on. Okay. Do anybody in this chat? This is a question, y'all. Y'all gonna have to answer. I know y'all don't like to do all that. Shout out to the 14 that's in here too. I don't know who all y'all is, but shout out to y'all. David, Davis, Alexis B is in here. Chief Isaac Cole Opesa is in here. Who else is up in here? Shouting y'all out. Who else is up in here? Ekaman, yeah, Ekaman is up in here. Okay, let's see who else is up in here. Enox was up in here. He probably gone now. Alexis B. I did. Christopher, Wild Savage. Yeah, okay. Enos. Who else was up in here with me? That's about it, I think. I think I saw Goddess. Goddess came up. Wild Savage came up on the two different names. Christopher Creel. Oh, yeah. Coach Anton came to holler at me. Yeah, shout out to Coach. Shout out to, especially Navarez came in. Yeah. Let me make sure I got everybody. I want to call y'all out up in here. Okay. Drake Carl. Oh, my goodness. Drake Carl came to see Mama Chief. Tahanga. Okay. Oh, y'all was deep up in here for real, wasn't you? I'm still trying to get to the top. St. Louis. All right. Shout out to St. Louis. Came by. Hey, y'all made my day. I appreciate y'all for coming up in here with me. I hope y'all can still hear me because it looks like I don't have that much of a signal. Can you hear me now, Chief? Salute to you, David. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, Ekaman. I appreciate you too, honey. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm going to keep going as long as y'all can hear me. But when it gets bad again, y'all just know. Great continuation, God is Pachamama. Look, y'all know if something happens, I'm going out and I'm a readjust and I'm coming back. So I want to see y'all back over here, please. Okay? I'm asking you to come back if I have to leave. But y'all can't hear me. Okay. Anybody familiar with a Matthew Henson? 1863. Anybody familiar with Matthew Henson? Okay. I'm going to ask another question because I'm trying to go somewhere. Anybody know anything about who was the first person to go on the voyage of the Antarctica? Who was that supposed to be, y'all? Was that a pale skin or a so-called African American? Anybody know? You can hear me, David. Thank you. Do anybody know about the expedition to the Antarctica? Wasn't his name supposed to have been a Birdman or somebody? Was it Larry? No, it wasn't Larry. Y'all help me out. Y'all know I don't know that. Y'all know, no. Trying to get some help before I say the wrong thing. An Indian. Admiral Byrd. Yeah, that one. That one. He's a pale skin, right? And that was in the 1900s too, right, Davis? When Admiral Byrd he's supposed to be the only one to do it too, right? Am I understanding, or did I get a misunderstanding? Yeah and no. Okay, yeah and no. So, okay. So, but that was in the 1900s, right? But how about Matthew Henson? Are you familiar with him? Richard E. Byrd. Is it Richard or was it Rob? Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Okay, Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Okay. Well, do anybody know about Matthew Henson? I want to tell you about him. Okay, I'm going to tell you about Matthew Henson. Matthew Henson, 1863. Matthew Henson was an African American explorer, best known for his role in the Arctic expedition alongside Robert Peary. However, he was born in 1866, not 1863, because I put 1863 when I went researching him, right? Henson played a crucial part in the 1909 expedition. That's what Byrd wore, right? But they don't talk about him. Why they just give all the credit to this here Crocker? You see the black and the white instances. And when I saw this today, I was like, wow, that's deep, because I know I've heard of Richard Byrd, or Byrd, whatever, Admiral Byrd, but I never heard of Matthew Henson. Okay? Now, it says here that he played a crucial role in the expedition that claimed to have reached the North Pole, and he was recognized for his contribution later in life, receiving honors such as the Peary Polar Expedition Medal and the posthumous recognition at Arlington National Cemetery. Okay, we talking about one of our very own people that they labeled as an African American did this, but they never gave him credit for it because they gave it to the Caucasian Richard Byrd. It says that his legacy continues to be celebrated, including lunar crater named after him in 2021. Do y'all know this man? I mean, I'm just saying, do anybody know of this man that did such a great work that has not even been acknowledged? But they acknowledge this man here, this Caucasian, every day. Great continuation, YFG. How you doing, love? Good to see you. Thank you for coming over. I hope y'all hit that like button. And I know y'all already subscribed if y'all popped up in here on me. Thank you for coming. So, okay. So I say, how is Henson viewed in history content today? Right? Because I've never heard of him, and evidently neither one of y'all have ever heard of him. So it says Matthew Henson's legacy has gained significant recognition over time. How, Sway? When we don't even know about this man. But yet they give us all of these other pale skins who just got here in 1903. Okay, y'all know I get frustrated sometimes. I'm sorry. I apologize. I be wanting to slap some, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I be wanting to knock some out. Initially overshadowed by Robert Peary. Now, y'all know about what the man named Albert Peary, right? The one that they claim had the oldest DNA, right? Y'all with me? I'm going somewhere because I pulled this thing in together and watch this. So Robert Peary Henson is now widely acknowledged as a pioneering explorer. Who played a crucial role in the 1909 North Pole expedition. Some scholars even argue that Henson may have been the first to reach the pole, though the claim remains debated. Oh no, because they don't want to say he was the first, right? They want to give it to somebody else. So his relationship, though, with the Inuit, he was out there with the Mexicans, with the what they call them, what they call them, folks? The Inuit people, what you call them out there in the y'all know what I'm talking about. He said not Mexicans, but the Inuit people. Y'all know. Y'all better help me out. Now, Darvis, you should have never did that. Darvis, I wish you never did that. Who? Oh, this man here who I'm reading about has family in Goose Creek. Is that what you said? Okay. I just don't like that word Goose Creek for some reason. But I got some information on him though. I'm gonna burn on it in a minute. In a little while, I will. His relationship with the Inuit is often highlighted as a key aspect of his success. Unlike Peary, Henson immersed himself into the Inuit culture, learning their language, survival techniques, and sledding skills, which proved invaluable in Arctic conditions. This cultural exchange has led to a more nuanced appreciation of his role beyond just being Peary's assistant. In recent years, Henson has been honored with various posthumous, I can never say that word, recognition, including a lunar crater. His story is increasingly framed within the broader context of African American achievement. Have y'all ever heard of him? I don't think so. Okay, so I say, remember 1903 is when hundreds of thousands of Caucasians came here. So how was Dave, the explorer from the Moors and Black Europeans was on that sea? Y'all, that's how I ask my question. Watch this. The presence of the Black European and Moorish explorers on the seas predates the mass migration of Caucasians in 1903. Y'all heard that? The mass migration of Caucasians in 1903. They wasn't here like that. The pale skins, let me tell y'all something. The pale skins that the Moors was buffing us with was the mulattoes that they was creating in North Carolina in the breeding center. Because they was trading through South Carolina, taking Indians out and bringing Africans in. And then they was having so-called a indentured servants of white women and children. Remember that. No Crocomans was coming. They was bringing white women and children so that they could mate them with the Africans that the Goose Creek men was bringing in and taking the Indians out. Let's get this story clear. Let's understand exactly what was going on in these colonies. Virginia was the royal colony. North Carolina was the breeding colony. And South Carolina was a slave colony. And they was doing what they was doing right there while they was down there in the French quarters in Louisiana and all down there doing all the stuff too. It was so much going on around it, different time, because there wasn't the different stuff going on in the same places. Are y'all with me? Well, what they acting like the 13th colony was what was taken over. No, they was taking over us all over this place. They had the Russians and the Germans coming from down in the bottom down there, and that's why they speak French. That's why we speak English over here, and then those over there speak Spanish. Listen, let me tell you something. If this is what that's doing, then I'm going to keep letting it do it. because I'm not going to be stupid like some of y'all. I'm not going to keep going on a panel asking some dumbass niggas some questions that I know they don't have the answer to. But when I can pull up and find out about y'all black ass niggas who did what, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I know they was Moors because every last name came here was Moors. You must have not been here when I put my tree up and showed how the last name came here. We didn't have last names, honey. Those last names right there is Moors. They Moors, they French, or they are Spanish, Huguenots. They all those names, but they're not attached to this soil. They came here. Let's be clear. King. See, those words right there, I don't even use queen. Don't call me a queen. That's a whore. See, don't do that. That's what y'all do, cuz. And you need to rethink. You need to be relearned. Because you're going to make me pull this Moore book out and read some of the stuff y'all believe in. I need you to just lay low, be cool, and don't come for me. Please don't come for me like that. How can be a round tree and have a... Oh, see, okay. See, you pushing me. You really pushing me, ain't you, girl? Why you doing that? I don't want to do that. Please don't do that. I got Roundtree in my blood. Yeah, I do. But that don't mean that I participated in what the fuck they was doing. Okay? That don't mean I agree with what they did to my indigenous people that was here on this soil. For they came over here without any land, coming over here talking about this day land too. That's what they did. That's all they did because they don't have no inheritance nowhere. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. These particular people that everybody calling the Moors, they don't have an inheritance by way of the same Bible that everybody is reading. It says that they don't have an inheritance because they are ancestral realm. Wickedness is wickedness. And then they would hate the people that had it all. We was over here flowing with milk and honey in this land before being colonized by our people, because 1600, it didn't happen to us. 1700, it didn't happen to us. But when the Moors, the Spanish Moors came, why it happened to us? Why this happened to us? Why y'all bring these crackers over here on us like that and turn them loose on us? Because I've heard the Moors say they did it. So why? I'm just asking a question. Because Moors ain't never cared nothing about us. Because when listen, that was them that was supposed to have been at the land of Canaan when the so-called children of the Most High was trying to cross over. That's why right now they call Canada Canaan land, the North Gate. They call them niggas up there, the Moors up there, the North Gatekeepers. Do anybody know what I'm talking about? Besides Darvis, love you much, but I ain't gotta be that. I know what my soul is, and it ain't on that. I don't know what a Moor is. Okay, I'm finna get Noble Drew Ali book. I'm gonna let Noble Drew Ali tell us what a Moor is. That's all. Because see, you learn from Noble. You can't teach me. I'm gonna let Noble teach me. You made me go get my book. You made me go get my Moors book. I got Moors books over here. Yeah. Diplomatic. Let me see what Christopher said. Diplomatics, the science and the diplomas are of ancient writers and documents. The art of judging ancient charters, public documents, diplomas, and discriminating the true from the false. Bless law. Got that to it. But that's all that came from Rome. All of that is under the Roman Catholic Church. All of that is not ours. They brought that here. They brought that here. All of that is Roman Catholic Greek stuff. They got us under all of these what would you call them? Esoterics. This is esoterical stuff because it's all been turned into Madame Blavatsky and what that other, all these crazy people. But let me see. I'm finna get this Circle 7 out of him. The Circle 7, and read to y'all some of the things that they believe in. How about that? So, and then so maybe everybody have a good idea what a real Moor is, because he said, I don't know. So we're gonna figure it out together. Shoot, why not? Let's figure out what a Moor is. Okay, let me see. Can I show y'all this book with Noble Drew Ali on it? Hold on. See, I wasn't going here, but could want me to. So let me see. Let me stop sharing this. Okay. Can y'all see it? This is they 101s, they 102s, and they're adept level. Y'all know what an adept is? Y'all see that woman? She's already dead, but he's saving fallen humanity, so they say. This is their slogan. They're saving fallen humanity, and the woman would be it. Okay? Let's not get this twisted now. What they're portraying here, what they're giving us. Noble Drew Ali coming out of a water where this woman is really done drowned, but their slogan is saving fallen humanity. Now, who would that humanity be? The woman? Because over the last 30 years, what have they music did for us? They turned all the women into bitches and getting what they getting them getting junk in their trunk, doing a lot of things. But the goal of the Moors is to save fallen humanity, who is the black woman. So why is it like it is then for the black woman? Queen, king. Somebody help me out. And too. Let me see. She is white. Yeah, she is white. Oh, snap. Boy, you just now. What? That's the humanity. Okay? This is more stuff, y'all. This is what they buy. Okay. The 101 Quran question for Moorish America. So it's a Quran. It's a Quran. So it lets you know they believe in the Quran, right? That's what that say, Quran, right? That ain't the Bible. They two different things, right? They two different things, right? Quran and the Bible, they two different, right? So this is some questions from the Quran. The Moorish American prayer. First of all, y'all ever heard the Moorish American prayer? See, I mean, this thing right here is deep, y'all. I ain't gonna read it because I don't believe in incantations. But who made you? These are the questions and answers in their book. Who made you? Allah. Who is Can you hear me? They knocked me out again. They knocked me out again. That time I said what I, man,